I find it interesting how different companies respond when there is a security vulnerability. Some companies immediately fix it. Some companies try to stifle the information from getting out and don't fix it. And some companies um, stifle the information and then fix it. So this week um, is a little bit reminiscent of voting machines. Because there was a Bitcoin and all the Bitcoin forks after version 0.12 or something. There was an attack where if you have $80,000, you can disconnect the nodes from the Bitcoin network. So it basically the whole network will get overloaded because everybody will be disconnected, and that would be bad. There's also a Monero bug where you can ask for refunds, and that just wastes a lot of money because you just keep asking for a refund over and over and over again, and so you lose money. The person giving the refund loses money. Nobody gets the refund, but you can just keep asking over and over again for a refund. Something like that. And what happens immediately is people fix these bugs. But when someone reports a bug or an exploit to the government about voting machines or about fake voting stations or about people like being able to hack into voting machines or gain administrator privileges or being able to hack into the website that records all the votes. When all of these vulnerabilities are reported, the immediately like even when voting officials go and say, "Hey, we've experienced voter fraud. We're experiencing voter fraud, guys. There's voter fraud going on. Our voting system is compromised." The immediate response is, that's not going to happen in an actual election. It's like, it's almost as if the world of cryptocurrency is led by intellectuals who want to like improve a product and have a viable form of money to, that that is decentralized or faster or cheaper transactions than with banks. While the people who fund all of the voting infrastructure and the regulators and oversight for the voting system, at least in America, kind of kind of just want to keep the status quo, the two-party system. Um, some of the only like big news from cable news was, or not cable news, but there are people who want to have blockchain technology and voting infrastructure. So like you can have a receipt and then you look up the receipt and you say, oh, this was my vote. This is what happened to my vote. And so you get like your receipt and you can look it up. Oh, my vote went through. Oh, my vote did not go through. You can actually see what happened to your vote. And that's very transparent. But when you vote on a voting machine, you don't know who has administrator privileges. You don't know who has hacked into it or who has hacked into the website. It just, your vote goes, and then if someone asks for a recount, they just put it back in the machine. There's never a hand recount in America, at least not at the federal, not in the general elections. There's never a hand recount. The paper ballots are only used on voting machines, and then they get ripped up or shredded. Never ever a hand recount. So, and the exit poll, you're not allowed to do exit polls. That's like extremely dangerous to democracy. So, it would be good if like people tried to make a viable voting system that was transparent and verifiable. Yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say, and I want to eat some ice cream. It's like almond. What is it? What is it made out of? Peanut butter ice cream. Coconut milk ice cream. It's good. I forget the other thing I wanted to say about voting, but yeah, there's a different response to vulnerabilities um, in the two-party system than there is with like people trying to work on technology. There's like it's a different process. There's a different hierarchy. Like people are like, this is a potential problem. This is how it can be exploited. And then the immediate response is, let's fix it. But when when there's a potential problem, the best response you get from the people in charge is, well, let's hand over all of our voting infrastructure to the United States military because it is critical infrastructure. That's essentially like a coup. That's you're putting the military in charge of all voting infrastructure. Like, they're already in charge of the whole world. Now you want to have them in charge of everybody's votes. Like, that's... Are they going to have... Are they going to give receipts? Are they going to make transparent blockchain technology? Are they going to allow third-party international observers? Are they going to allow exit polls? Are they going to allow hand recounts? Are they going to fix the... Like, to hack a voting machine in some states, all you need is to open it up, take out a chip, restart it, and after a minute, you have administrator privileges. You just take out a chip, restart it, you have the administrator. To hack it, you just need to connect. To hack the websites, you just need a SSL injection or whatever. I don't know. And then you have like fake websites from the Clinton campaign that send people to fake voting stations, and then they replace the real voting station ballots with the fake voting station ballots. What the fuck? What the fuck? But yeah, it would. I think there needs to be more people like who care about integrity of voting systems.